Throughout the years, video games have gotten a bad rap. Video games cause you to be non-social, or violent video games make you a violent person. These things are just not true. For example, Patrick Markey said, in the past 5 years, we have seen an explosion of such studies suggesting video games are not to blame for violence and severe acts of aggression. This is just one example of how a bad rap on video games is purely speculation and, for the most part, not exactly true at all. I've played video games like World of Warcraft for most of my lifetime, and the memories and friends I've made on these games still continue today. I'm sure at least some of you have played some type of game or something with your friend. You create memories that last forever, even board games. Maybe you played Monopoly with your friend Sarah and she took all the railroads and won the game super quick. It's just some funny memory that you remember for the rest of your life. These type of things can happen with video games or any kind of game, and I think that's pretty amazing. Today, I'm going to talk to you about how playing video games can create lifelong friendships, promote teamwork, and create lifelong memories. I'm going to start by explaining how video games can create lifelong friendships. Video games and their online social aspects are rising. Games such as Fortnite are extremely popular right now. You can play by yourself, with one other person, or 3 other people. Your common goal is to be the last person or last team standing. This type of game requires strategy, teamwork, and cooperation. You could just play one of these games and meet a random person. You guys could get along great, and the next thing you know, you guys are playing daily, and you're starting to actually get to know something about this person from playing one game with someone online. Out of millions of different people, and you find the one person that you can actually get along with and maintain a really good friendship with. For example, according to a recent Pew Research Center survey of teens ages 13 through 17, 72% of all teenagers spend free time playing video games on a computer, game console, or mobile device, with 36% reporting they've made a new friend through networked video games. This means that teenagers, today's biggest consumer of online video games, 36% of these guys have actually made friends from playing online. Let's talk about how video games promote teamwork. Video games promote teamwork in a variety of ways. In a game such as Destiny, an online first-person shooter with a lot of MMO, which is a massively multiplayer online game aspects, 4 players fight 4 other players to capture an objective. You must communicate with your teammates to coordinate a strategy and attack to outwit and defeat your opponent. This strategy and cooperating with your teammates allow you to win the game and defeat your enemy. In a real-life situation, such as like a group project, it makes communicating and cooperating with others a lot smoother and a lot easier because of all the time that you've spent playing with other players and communicating and learning how to play better and cooperate with others well. You're also a lot more effective at communicating your ideas more effectively. These games help you coordinate and effectively communicate with your teammates, so let's now talk about how this transitions to lifelong memories in these games. These video games create a sense of kinship and bonding with players online. You meet random players and begin to form these friendships, using the game as more of a platform to keep in touch rather than to just play sometimes. Nostalgia is also a huge factor in people that have played these games growing up. Anyone around like the age of 20 that's played video games knows what it's like to hang out with your friends and play games like Halo or Gears of War back when they were just starting out, and having a bunch of friends come over and getting your Xboxes together and just hanging out and playing and like creating good memories without the usage of online video games, just in regular video games in general. In today's society, people will still organize events to bring together gamers all together to play and hang out and reminisce on old times and play for the nostalgia. For example, events like Wild Rumpus are bringing back the feel of the arcade, says event co-founder Marie Folston. They're creating spaces for people to come into games and the people that haven't come into physical spaces and engaged with games before. Video games with friends can create some of the best memories and best friendships you'll ever have in your life, and help you meet new people along the way. Playing video games really can create this sense of belonging and friendship among other players. It teaches you how to communicate and effectively strategize, and can even hit you with a dose of nostalgia from all of the good times with your friends playing video games together under one roof. Even if you've never played a video game before, I feel that everyone should at least just try to play sometime. It can really give you this amazing sense of immersion into the game itself, and you can really get lost in the game like you could in a book. You could go to a LAN tournament at a local GameStop and sign up and play with a bunch of other people, and meet new people and create new friendships. Video games have really enhanced my life, and I hope they can enhance yours as well.